Falcon Punch!
What's happening, guys? It's your buddy Griz, and did you guys know about this game that was released last year called Battlefield Hardline? It's this game, right? And it's like a first-person shooter made on the same engine as Battlefield 4 was, so Frostbite 5 or something. Anyway, it's kind of like Battlefield, except it's cops versus robbers, and it's a lot more infantry-based. It's also really fun, but I guess it must not be very popular because there's never anybody playing on PC. I just happened to hear about some new maps and weapons being released for the game over the weekend or something like that. So I was actually able to find some servers for once that weren't a 24/7 block party. The DLC pack was called Robbery, and I'd say it's aptly titled considering the game sells for like 15 bucks on the regular now, and I paid almost 160 for the damn thing. Robbery, huh? Yeah, I'd say. Obviously, I'm only joking. Everyone's heard of the massive failure that is Battlefield Flatline, there's no denying that. But once every 3 months or so, they release a DLC pack, and suddenly, signs of life. For a couple days, and then it's back to the only server ever being online as a 24/7 block party. I hate block parties so much, it's the worst map. Why do people enjoy that shit? Sorry about that, guys. That was a little un-Grizno-like now, wasn't it? Anyways, all frustrations aside, this game is, in my mind, better than ever. The new maps are awesome, the new weapons are awesome, but I can't tell you what the new game modes are like because, again, no servers, other than, I mean, I found some this weekend, but they were just Conquest, and that's all you get is Conquest. But I did play for a few hours over the course of the weekend, so I've got a bit of gameplay from each map here, and a preview of some of the new weapons. I haven't tried them all yet, but I had the MP7 going for a while, and the FAMAS, which are both pretty decent. They each have their shortcomings, but hey, it's nice to see some variety in the game's weapon category, to say the least. So yeah, the new maps are pretty great, actually. We're on Museum right here. The first one was the Docks. I didn't really have a whole lot of that, but that map is a great map to snipe on. Museum, on the other hand, not so great. This map is more of a close quarters map with lots of tight hallways and corners. There are some balconies to snipe from, but, you know, assault rifles, SMGs, and shotguns are pretty much going to reign supreme in this map. Thankfully, there's a ton of crap to hide behind everywhere. You can use almost any statue or display as cover if you need to, so, you know, it balances out. There's also an Easter egg in this map that I know of. It's somewhere in the Egyptian-looking exhibit. It's just a switch somewhere in the exhibit, I believe, to trigger it, but it's a soundbite from the Battlefield friends, which is pretty cool. I love to look around for some more, but I'm gonna watch some videos. You know, maybe someone's already found them all, because then, you know, what's the point, right? Museum is absolutely stunning visually, too. As you saw in the opening there, I just couldn't help myself but just sit there and admire the sun for a few moments in that solar system exhibit. And there's much more gnarly stuff around in the other exhibits, too. I just can't remember them all right now. Obviously, there's a huge dinosaur statue here that's kind of perfect for hiding a radio beacon under. But, as for the FAMAS, it's pretty much what you'd expect. High rate of fire, small magazine, so you're constantly having to reload. And the recoil, of course, is pretty intense. But I love the fact that it's in the game now. I always had a soft spot for the FAMAS, so I'm glad to see it's back. And it's definitely still a beast from the hip as well. Now we're moving on to Precinct 17, or Precinct 7, my mistake. And this is, much to my delight, a snow map. Somewhat, I guess. I mean, the outside is covered in a light dusting of snow, which gives the map a wonderful ambiance, if you ask me. But the main focus is, of course, on the police building, or headquarters, or whatever it is that I'm standing on top of. It's the cop shop, basically. So, main focus is on this building, as it has 2 different capture points inside of it. So most of the time, if you want to see some action, you can bet you'll find some somewhere in this building. Also, I'm now using the F2000, which is also really nice to see making a return. I'd say it's majorly awesome, one of the better new weapons I've tried for sure. The F2000 in this game feels excellent, and in all reality it probably is the best weapon amongst the new additions, but there's just one more that I just adore a little bit more than the F2000, so I'm picking it as my personal fave. Gameplay incoming, of course. And like I said before, the F2000 is great. It handles like a dream, as you would expect it to, and it's able to compete at both medium and short range pretty effectively. I love the F2K's unique optic too. I don't know why, but it reminds me of Starship Troopers every time I see it. Oh, and this is totally the best way ever to deal with a guy in the SUV minigun. Just toss a nice little Molotov his way and watch him burn. Take that, sucker. Yeah. So now we're going to transition one more time to the map Breakpoint, and it's point spelled with an E, so I'm kind of half wondering if that's a reference to the movie, but I don't really see it anywhere, so I don't know, maybe I'm just stretching there. But, and my favorite new weapon, the Scorpion, takes me back to my Black Ops 2 days. I've also got the new pistol here, the FN57, which is, you know, pretty much what you'd expect it to be, a low-powered, high-capacity magazine pistol. It's pretty cool though. I like having it in there. It's a nice option to have. Now, this new SMG, the Scorpion, it just shreds people in close. It's basically the new K10, so it probably won't be long until servers start banning people from using it. I really don't see all the fuss though. The only reason the K10 is hated so much is because it just decimates you in close quarters, like you don't stand a chance at all. The same thing goes for the Scorpion. It is borderline unfair what these weapons do to people in close quarters combat. But if you're outside like 10 or 12 meters with these weapons, the damage drop off is absolutely crazy, and it takes almost a full mag just to drop the guy. So that is where the balance lies with these weapons, and I'm surprised people don't get that. And the reason why everybody thinks these weapons are so overpowered and why you get killed by them all the time is just because it's the nature of the maps in Hardline. They put you in close quarters combat 9 times out of 10. So while it's understandably frustrating to lose every single fight to a guy using the K10, if you're in close with him, then he really should win, because he chose his weapon more appropriately. The M16A3 isn't the be-all, end-all, God gun, never lose a fight to anybody weapon, guys. Just face it, you got outgunned in close. Just look at me here with my cheatsy doodles going outside the map. That guy probably wasn't too happy about that. Anyways, in regards to this map, once again, it's visually quite beautiful and colorful, and that's something I really like about Breakpoint. I keep wanting to say Point Break, but it's Breakpoint. From the big, expensive-looking house at the bottom of the map to the trailer park and the construction area, this is also a pretty diverse map with some unique-looking buildings and places as control points. Overall, this is a really strong DLC. Robbery has 4 great new maps, all of which are nicely designed, provide unique environments to play in, and don't just have the same copy-pasta buildings that are, you know, exactly the same in every other map. Along with that, you've got a slew of new weapons. I didn't even show some of the weapons in this video. Whether or not I get the chance to try them, that remains to be seen. We'll see what the server browser looks like in the coming days here. But in all honesty, if you're here to hear my opinion on the DLC, I give it a 9 out of 10, man. It's really kick-ass, and I really wish there were more players and servers so I could try out those new game modes. But I probably never will get to try them, so, you know, gotta move on, I guess. But that's gonna do it for me this time, guys. I do hope you enjoyed the video, hope you enjoyed seeing some Hardline for a change. If you're still playing Hardline, please let me know down in the comments, guys, because we should totally try to work out a time to play together as I run up on this smorgasbord here. As you can see, the 5.7 is not the most powerful pistol in the world, but I end up getting this guy in the end, I think. Yeah, I get it. Oh, hello! But yeah, if you're interested, if you're still playing, write down in the comments below your origin name if I don't have you as a friend already, and we'll try to figure out a time to squad up. I need some friends to squad up with, so let me know if you're interested down in the comments. Thank you so much for watching as always. If you're new to the channel, then why not become my buddy and hit that subscribe button, guy. We'll be the best of friends. My name's Grizno, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace.